I'm Marilyn Mitchell.
I'm Miller Cranford.
And I'm Karis Weinberg. Welcome to the Gazebo broadcast.
8 members of the 2018 class participated in a panel discussion and offered advice to this year's seniors about the college experience. The panel consisted of Jake Jamison from Auburn, Ellie Manette from Rollins, Emily Thackler from Auburn, Catherine Hall from UPenn, Akshay Ranavatu from Mercer, Mark Barrett from Georgia Tech, Tejas Atney from Stanford, and Sean Shivdot from Harvard.
The Gazebo staff recognized 13 WMAZ weatherman Ben Jones at Monday's morning assembly. Jones was instrumental in the journalism department receiving WMAZ's former anchor desk.
This desk is really important to me because this was my office pretty much. I mean, I sat here every day on the news delivering weather. That was my seat right over here. So when they came in and said we're going to do a new studio, it's kind of bittersweet. We want the new stuff to come in, but it's hard to see this go because this was part of our lives. I can think about all the severe weather events and all the different news stories that we did with this thing. So to see it go, and then we're wondering where is it going to go, and it didn't have a home anywhere to go. And so when I found out that it could come here to Stratford, we were just all overjoyed. We thought that was the coolest thing, that it will be something here that all the students can use, but that it'll also live on right here in the Macon area, because who knows where it was going to go. So now to sit here and be able to come through here every once in a while and still touch it and see it, and then know that my daughter Hope, who's a kindergartner here, maybe one day she'll get to sit at this thing too, that's a really cool thing.
The cast has been announced for Stratford's winter musical, The Addams Family, which will be performed February 23rd through the 25th at the Tift Auditorium. Here's a report from Gazebo reporters Madeline Davis and Jansen Stevens.
Why did you select The Addams Family, and have you ever seen this show on Broadway?
I did not get to see it on Broadway, although there's some really good clips from performances that they did that are available on YouTube. I actually directed this show at Macon Little Theater several years ago, and I thought then what a fun show this will be, and I just waited for the right year to bring it here to Stratford.
The worst part of winter is getting sick. Here are some tips to avoid getting sick this winter from Gazebo reporters Haley Ellison and Harley Ann Shirley.
Hi, I'm Haley Ellison reporting for the Gazebo, and I'm here with Miss Kinsey Peterson, the biology and physiology teacher here at Stratford. How does the flu really spread from person to person?
Okay, so germs, which are either bacteria or viruses, can spread through a couple of ways. One is through the air, so simply by breathing the same air as somebody else. So if you have a cold and you cough or you sneeze and that goes out into the air, that can then come into someone else's mouth or nose and infect them that way. Another way is through contact, so like touching the same items, which is why it's really important to be washing your hands when you're going to the bathroom, after you eat lunch, any of that stuff. Cell phones, especially nowadays, your hands are always on cell phones. So like showing someone your cell phone if you've been sick can infect them with the sickness. So making sure you're washing your hands, sanitizing, wiping down like your keyboards or phones after you've used them, making sure when you cough or sneeze you cover your mouth. So like, you know, using your elbow and not coughing into your hands and then touching someone else with your hands. Those are all great ways to prevent being sick, especially around this time. And especially as it's getting colder outside, make sure you're wearing adequate clothing, because if you go outside and you're in the cold and stuff, you're a lot more susceptible to getting the flu or a cold or even developing those symptoms just because you've been outside and it's cold. Make sure you're staying hydrated, eating healthy. All of that stuff can also help your body combat a sickness if you do get one during this time.
Do you recommend getting the flu shot?
I do recommend getting the flu shot. I have always gotten a flu shot and I have never gotten the flu. I know that varies per person. The flu does change every year. The virus does evolve and become different. So a flu shot can help you kind of lower your likelihood of getting the flu, but it doesn't completely make you immune to the flu.
Have you ever done an experiment where you swab someone's mouth and you can find like a bacteria culture of like the flu?
So not specifically the flu, but yes, I have definitely swabbed people's mouths, and you can put it on a petri dish and watch all the different bacteria grow. The bacteria in your mouth and your hands and all that stuff, there's both good and bad, so not all bacteria is bad. Some of it helps fight some of that bad bacteria. So it is like sometimes when you do it, you can test for good bacteria or bad bacteria. But yeah, it's a pretty cool experiment, and it's kind of gross because then you see that your mouth is full with all this bacteria and it looks really nasty.
What do you remember from the flu epidemic from a few years ago at Stratford? Well, I remember that we had a high number of students, a large number of students that were absent, and it just spread like wildfire. And I know that's when we started ordering tissues by the case and also any type of medicines that make people feel a little bit better.
The themes for Spirit Week, January 28th through February 1st, have been announced. Monday will be bedtime, Tuesday will be back in time, and Wednesday will be time for work.
Thursday is favorite sports team, and Friday is extreme spirit. There will be a spaghetti supper Friday night before the Tatnall game. Tickets are $7 and available from Beta Club members. The annual Sadie Hawkins dance will be that Saturday, February 2nd from 8 to 10:30 at the Georgia Sports Hall of Fame on Cherry Street.
Now for Gazebo Sports are Knox Cleveland, Will Baxley, and Ben Baxley.
Hey guys, welcome to the Stratford Sports Gazebo broadcast with your hosts, Knox Cleveland,
Ben Baxley, and Will Baxley.
So let's go ahead and get right into it. So Ben, what do you got?
Yeah, so for this week, we have a very busy week for the wrestling squad this week. Today's meet on the 8th will be canceled against Monticello, and tomorrow there will be a meet at 4 o'clock against FPD. And want to see Kieran McKinnon, who's been performing very well lately in his latest matches. So Will, could you tell us a little bit about the basketball team?
Yeah, basketball. So today, Tuesday, boys and girls team are going up to Twiggs County to play. And on Friday, we have a home game, boys and girls, against Monticello. So yeah, those will be good to watch. Knox, what you got?
I'm doing swimming this week. So swimming team has got a big meet on Thursday at Harris County. So that's boys and girls. So be looking forward to that. Got a lot of seniors on the swim team. And, Coach Travis Morrison.
Yeah, he's
good at what he does.
Great
leader.
He
is.
Great leader.
Swim team's good.
Yes, very much. And also, Friday we will have a Spirit Day and also a pep rally against Mount DeSales. Should be very fun.
It will be.
Exciting.
Mm-hmm. We'll have a good game, too, later that night.
This is the Gazebo Sports broadcast. Signing off.
This week's weather forecast has been sunny with a chance of Elvis. Here's Knox hanging out with the king on his birthday.
Hey Tyler, do you know what today is?
It's Tuesday.
No, it's Elvis's birthday. So can you tell me your favorite Elvis song?
I don't like Elvis.
He's not really my type.
Christmas.
All right, well there you go. That's one.
I don't really know any Elvis. I don't listen to Elvis.
Coach Farab, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you know what day it is today?
Today? January 9th.
It's Elvis's birthday. So yeah, can you tell me any Elvis songs? Your favorite Elvis song?
Oh, Jailhouse Rock, no doubt. Jailhouse Rock.
There you go. You heard it here. Do you have a favorite Elvis song?
No.
No.
Christmas. Blue Christmas.
So what is your favorite Elvis song?
Probably I Can't Help Falling in Love with You. It was played at my wedding.
I want to change my answer. Heartbreak Hotel.
Well, alright. Miss Palmer, I have a new student that would love to attend open house on January the 27th.
Great. I'm all shook up.
That's all for this week. Make sure to download the Gazebo app for all your Stratford updates, and make sure to visit our website at stratfordgazebo.com. Thank you. Thank you very much.